Hello students. So in this video we are going to discuss about relative velocity in one dimension, right? Relative velocity in one dimension. Relative velocity in two dimension is also there, but that we'll learn in other chapter, right? Now of course motion itself is a relative concept, right? Motion itself is a relative concept. Suppose you are observing a car moving with the velocity of say 60 km per hour, right? So it all depends from where you are observing. You are seeing a person is driving the car and the car is moving with 60 km per hour. You are standing on the ground. So according to you, who is observing the motion from the ground, the speed of car with respect to ground is 60 km per hour, right? But if any other person who is just sitting inside the car, he finds the speed of the car is 0, right? Suppose once again I am standing on the roadside, I am standing on the ground, I am seeing that driver and another person who is sitting beside the driver. I am observing both and the car to be moving with a velocity of 60 km per hour, right? So 60 km per hour is the velocity of the car as well as the person sitting inside the car from the ground. I am observing it from the ground. So from the observation taken from the ground, velocity of both the person is 60. But if the same observation is taken from the car inside, we will find that the velocity is 0, right? Both the persons sitting inside the car will observe both to be at rest. They will find each other at rest because they are observing the motion from the car and you are observing the motion from the ground. That means motion is a relative concept. It all depends on the frame of reference. That means the place from where you are observing the motion, right? Suppose you are standing over here on the ground, right? And you are seeing a train moving this way with 100 km per hour. So this is the velocity of train, which is 100 for a person who is standing on the ground, But if you put yourself inside the train, then now the velocity of the train as seen by you, as seen by the person inside the train will be 0. And here velocity of train for the person standing on the ground is 100. See, you are observing the same thing, but you have just changed the frame of reference. First you were observing it from the ground and you found that the velocity of train is 100. And in the next case, you are in the train itself, right? So now you are observing the motion by sitting inside the train, and so you will find the speed of train to be 0, right? So velocity, displacement, distance, all these quantities depends on the frame of reference, right? That means the place from where you are observing the motion, right? Okay, so we learn today about relative velocity, velocity of one object with respect to other object, velocity of one person with respect to other person, right? And then we will solve few questions. Few questions are given based on thief and police case, and all those cases will be discussed, right? We will start with few basic concepts of relative velocity, right? So while discussing about velocity, we need to specify the place from where we are observing the velocity. Okay, see, let us say there is a person A, person A, this is ground, he is running with any velocity, let us say 10 meter per second. A person A is running with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Another person who is chasing him, B, he is also running towards A with velocity say 20. Clear? Both the persons A and B are running on the ground. So, velocity of A as seen by B, or velocity of A with respect to B. This is how we will calculate the relative velocity. Right? Velocity of A with respect to B. Right? So, what is the velocity of A with respect to B? These are the velocities of A and B with respect to ground, not with respect to each other. And now we are calculating the velocity with respect to each other. Clear? So, this can be written as VA minus VB. Relative velocity will be always written this way, VA minus VB, along with the sign convention. And yes, of course, velocity is a vector quantity. It's okay. So, velocity of A with respect to ground minus velocity of B with respect to ground. So, what is the velocity of A with respect to ground? 10. 10. What is velocity of B with respect to ground? 20. So, velocity of A with respect to B is minus 10. Okay, what does this minus 10 means? See, velocity of A with respect to B, that means B finds that A is moving back with 10 meter per second. Right? Once again, see, make it very clear. This we have just placed the formula. Let us understand what the situation is trying to say. A is moving with 10 meter per second. A is moving this way with 10 meter per second. This is B. B is moving with 20. So, the distance between A and B gets shorter. It will be lessened. Okay. That means B, we have calculated velocity of A with respect to B. Right. So, B itself finds at rest. B will find this person B. He will think that he is at rest. Right, and according to him, he observes that A is coming this way towards him with a velocity of 10, and that is why we got the answer as minus 10. Clear? Clear? We can understand this in another way also. That suppose velocity of B is 20, velocity of A is 10. That means A is moving this way 20, B is moving this way. The velocity of B is 20, velocity of A is 10. That means slowly and steadily, B will go ahead of A, right? So, now what B is finding? A is behind B by 10 meter per second. Clear? Clear? B, whenever you are calculating velocity with respect to any other, like suppose here we are calculating velocity of A with respect to B. Consider B to be at rest. This will be an easy way to calculate the relative velocity. B himself finds at rest. So, B will be at rest, and now he is observing. Right? Clear? So, that means the velocity of B will be given to this. So, this is 10, this is 20. So, 10 minus 20 minus 10. So, B, which is at rest, finds that A is coming this way with velocity of 10. That is where we got the answer minus 10. Clear? Clear? Now, in the same case, suppose we have been told to calculate velocity of B with respect to A. Come on. Got it? Velocity of B with respect to A. So, with the formula, it is VB minus VA. And velocity of B with respect to frame of reference ground. Here also ground. Okay. So, B is moving with 20. A is moving with 10. So, 10 meter per second. Right? What does this means? A thinks that the person A thinks that B is coming towards him with the velocity of 10, not with velocity of 20. Because see, now we are calculating velocity of B with respect to A. Consider A to be at rest. So, A is at rest. So, how to take A at rest? Give the velocity opposite to 10. Right, minus 10. Here B was moving with velocity 20 minus 10. So, net velocity is 10. Got it? This is how we will calculate relative velocity. Once again, make it clear. Velocity of B with respect to A. With respect to A. So, you want to calculate the velocity of B as observed from A. So, first make A at rest. Right? make the velocity of A to be 0. So A is moving with the velocity of 10. Will superimpose minus 10. Right? We'll give minus 10 velocity this way. So A will be at rest. So now consider the situation. A is at rest. Right? So he will observe that B is coming towards him, not with the velocity of 20, but with the velocity of 10. Clear? Whatever you are superimposing here, you will have to superimpose on other object also. This 20, this minus 10, 10. Clear? Understand the situation. A is moving with velocity of 10, B is coming with velocity of 20. You have been told to calculate the velocity of B with respect to A. So A will find himself at rest. And now he is seeing, so he will observe that B is coming with a velocity of 10. Clear? This is how relative velocities are calculated. Right? Suppose you are sitting in a train which is moving with say 90 km/h velocity. Right? On a parallel track, another train is overtaking your train with a velocity of 100. So you will find that train B, the train besides you, is overtaking your train with a velocity of 10. Because already you are moving with 90 and the other train is moving with 100. So you will feel that other train is overtaking your train with a velocity of 10. You will see that yes, another train is overtaking but very slowly. Actually the speed of other train is 100, it is not 10, but you are feeling it 10 because you are already moving with 90 km/h. Got it? Clear? We'll take 2 or 3 more examples of relative velocity, right? So it will be more clear. See, another one. Suppose again let us say this person and A, let us say this person as B, this is moving with any velocity say 10, this is moving with velocity, take any velocity 20. Now A is moving this way, B is moving opposite to it. So B is moving this way, A is moving this way, they are moving opposite. These are the velocities with respect to ground. Okay, now you have been told to calculate velocity of A as observed by B. What is the velocity of A with respect to B? So we'll place the formula VA minus VB with respect to ground, Got it? See, VA is 10 minus velocity of B with respect to ground. It is in opposite direction. It will be minus 20. So velocity of A with respect to B will be 30. That means, clear? Velocity of A with respect to B. That means B will observe that A is coming towards B with a velocity of 30. This is obvious thing. You know, when one car is moving with the speed of 50 and here the other car is also moving with the velocity of 50, then both will find that they are moving with the velocity of 100. The distance between them decreases 2 times because both are moving with the same velocities but in opposite direction. Both are moving with same velocities but in opposite direction. So relative velocity will be, in a way you can say that relative velocity will be added up. Relative velocity will be added up when 2 objects are moving in opposite direction. See, once again we will understand this. Velocity of A as observed by B. Take B to be at rest. Now how to take B at rest? Already B is having a velocity of 20 in this direction. We want B at rest. So give a velocity equals to 20 in opposite direction. The same thing you need to do for A also. See, now B is at rest and he finds that A is coming with the velocity of 20 plus 10, 30. Clear? Clear? Right? So it means when two objects are moving opposite to each other, their relative velocities will be added up. Their relative velocities will be added up. When they are moving in the same direction, and they are moving in the same direction, their velocities will be subtracted. Otherwise, we are having only one main formula, VA minus VB. And if you have been told to calculate VBA, we'll have VB minus VA. That's it. This is the main formula to calculate relative velocity. Done? Clear? Here, A, velocity of A as observed by B will be 30. Similarly, we can find VBA. VBA. VB minus VA, that means velocity of B with respect to ground, A with respect to ground. Velocity of B with respect to ground is minus 20, right? Because it is in opposite direction. Minus velocity of A with respect to 10, minus 30. Plus minus is just because of the direction, that's it. So, velocity of B as observed by A. So, A will be at rest and he will observe that B is coming towards A with a velocity of 30, and since it is moving in opposite direction towards negative x-axis, we are having a negative sign. Clear? Okay, now let us just understand this with one more example. Now we will take three different situations. That means suppose let us say a person is standing on the ground, okay, and okay, come on, a trolley is moving with any velocity, say 10, okay, and there is a person standing on trolley, he is running velocity of man with 2 meters per second. The person is standing on the ground, this is ground, he is just standing on the ground. So, velocity of person will be 0, trolley is moving with the velocity of 10, person standing on the trolley is moving with velocity of 20. Okay, so now we are being told to calculate the velocity of person with respect to ground, velocity of this man with respect to ground. Clear? Okay, so we have been told to calculate velocity of this man with respect to ground or with respect to the person standing on the ground. Okay, so what is velocity of man with respect to ground? See, this man is not standing on the ground, he is standing on the trolley which is moving with the velocity of 10 meters per second. So, what is the velocity of this man as observed by this person? You can say this way, as observed by this person. Come on. Person is standing on the ground. So, velocity of man minus velocity of person. VA minus VB. Velocity of man with respect to this person will be velocity of man minus velocity of person. Okay, velocity of man with respect to ground, velocity of person with respect to ground. Fine, we know that velocity of person with respect to ground is 0. So, velocity of man with respect to person, this we don't know, this is 0. Now, okay, the speed of the man which is given as 2, that is on the trolley, that means velocity of man with respect to trolley is given as 2 meters per second, and velocity of trolley with respect to ground is given as 10 meters per second. Done? So, now we will calculate. So, velocity of man with respect to trolley is given as 2, velocity of trolley with respect to ground is given as 10. Okay, so velocity of man with respect to trolley can be written as velocity of man with respect to ground minus velocity of trolley with respect to ground. Right? This is given as 2 velocity of man with respect to ground, that is what we have to calculate, minus velocity of trolley with respect to ground. So trolley is moving with 10 meter per second. So velocity of man with respect to ground is 12 meter per second. So it means the person will observe that the man is going with 12 meter per second. That is an obvious thing, no? Already he is standing on a trolley. Trolley itself is moving with 10 and he is running with a velocity of 2. So velocity of the man as observed by the person will be 12 meter per second. Clear? Clear? Right? Let us discuss one more case. Now let us say that person starts running. Person starts running with respect to ground with any velocity, say 5 meter per second. Come on, 5 meter per second. And now the person standing on the trolley, let us say he starts running this way. Man with trolley with, what was the speed? 2 or 3, anything you can do. 3, 2 or 3. This is 5, 10, anything. Okay. Now what will be the velocity of man as observed by the person? Right? So velocity of man as observed by the person. This person. This will be velocity of man with respect to ground minus velocity of person with respect to ground. Right? Velocity of man as observed by the moving person now will be velocity of man with respect to ground, we don't know that, minus velocity of person with respect to ground. Yes, now person is also moving towards the trolley with 5 meter per second. Okay. Now the person who is, the man who is standing on the trolley, he is moving in a direction opposite to the motion of the trolley. That means now velocity of man with respect to trolley will be velocity of man with respect to ground, trolley with respect to ground. So now the person is moving with the velocity of 3 but in opposite direction. So we need to place minus 3 equals to velocity of man with respect to ground. We don't know. Trolley is moving with the velocity 10. Right? So velocity of man with respect to ground is 7 meter per second. So velocity of man with respect to person will be 7 minus 5, 2. So the person who is moving with the velocity of 5, he observes that the man who is standing on the, or who is running on the trolley, his speed as 2 meter per second. He will observe his speed as 2 meter per second. So this was all about concept about relative velocity, right? We'll see few graph based on relative velocity. We will also solve the question based on thief and police case, right? See, in the next video, we'll discuss about relative position, relative displacement, and yes, more about relative velocity along with the graph, and then we'll discuss questions based on relative velocity. Okay.